Welcome to the podcast. This is Mr. Ish. I'm calling from New York, called their Clubhouse, here in the Bronx. And today's a special day. We've been waiting for this for a minute. We've been trying to get together with some other friends of mine. I don't want to shout them out yet. Let me go around the table and just get my members introduced, and then I'll introduce who's on the phone right now. So from my left to my right, just introduce yourself and say your name so they can know who's on the line.
Hello, my name is Alexa Guerrero, and I like to sing, dance, model.
Okay, that's our singer, dancer, and a model. Next.
My name is Elijah Alvarez, and I'm 10 years old.
10 years old. Next.
My name is Jaden. I'm 10 years old, and I like playing pool.
He's not really that good at it. He just lost the championship.
What?
He actually lost to he actually lost to Elias. And on the line right now. Well, that's his brother, right?
Yes.
I always get him confused.
That's cool.
And on the line right now, I have the Boys and Girls Club from Anchorage, Alaska. I'm going to drop a couple of sound effects on them. A little welcome them to the podcast. We're just going to go back and forth and just talk a little bit. Guys, welcome. Please tell us your names.
Thank you. My name is Riri. I'm 11 years old, and I like to play basketball.
Okay.
My name's Sadasi, and I'm 8 years old, and I like playing basketball too.
What's up? My name is David, and I like to go on the court.
You like to go on the court?
My name is
Who's the better basketball player from you three guys?
Me. No,
Me.
David, you already know it.
It's Sadasi.
No, don't even try.
All right, somebody's lying over there.
Okay. All right.
We have to get some video of you guys playing basketball because
Yeah, y'all can't even take a video of me. You're gonna take one.
there's only gonna be one person in the video.
Yeah, real stuff. That's me. No, that's that. Okay, let's go. Come on. Okay.
So what's going on, guys? This is your spring break, right? It just started today or yesterday or something like that.
Yeah.
I know you're all happy, right? We just got over our break, right? About a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so it's a little different in New York City. We had our break maybe 2 weeks ago. We don't get another break till like April. The weather wasn't that good, so but now you guys are on break. These guys wish they were on break.
Yeah, it's good. The weather's good.
Yeah, we don't have a break now for about a month. So it's serious school.
You're in agreement here too.
It's testing time. What time do you
State
guys
test too?
Yeah, what time do you guys do state testing and stuff like that?
Wait, do what?
The state testing. Do you guys do like there's a test in New York that every child has to take after third grade. It's like, I guess to make sure they're in the grade level and promote them to the next class.
Grade?
Do you guys do that?
May.
In May?
Yeah, we do it in May.
Okay. We just did ours like the last 2 days.
You did yours? We didn't do ours yet.
No?
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
We have May, April, and
we're just
March.
practicing right
Yeah.
now.
First is ELA.
Then is math, then is science.
Yeah.
And then for high school they're doing PSATs and SATs. They just did that. So whoever's in high school, in a junior or senior in high school, they're taking SAT classes here in New York. So talk to us. Ask us some questions. I'm curious what
I'm waiting.
I'm curious what you guys have. They want to answer some questions. So let me give you a first round. You ask the questions first, and then we'll ask you guys some questions. So come on, let's see what you got to ask.
Yes.
How does it feel to be in New York with Mike?
Well, I'll let you guys answer. I'll answer last. You want to take that one first?
Yes. It feels good. Mostly it feels good because like that's the country that you like grew up in.
Well, that's a
And, like-
state you grew up in. We grew up
Yeah,
in the United
state.
States.
And you have like your family and some friends there and stuff like that. So
You're comfortable because you've always lived here.
yeah.
What about you?
Well, over here is good. Like, nothing bad is like the stuff that happens. And it's hot right now. Like, it's
It's warm.
It's
nice.
getting warmer, and it's less chilly now. And
Okay.
it's because of global warming.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna jump into the global warming. What about you?
It's like really open here. Like it's like a busy place in some place.
Yeah, New York is a different life. It's very busy. It's it's like there's no real down relaxing time. There's always something happening. I guess that's the big thing of a major city. How is it in Anchorage, Alaska?
Pretty good. Really good.
I know, but the city, is it like it's slow, like the vibe kind of like
Cause the
over
weather.
over here is fast paced.
Also, it's kind
Everything's fast here.
kind of like it's a big vibe, but it's a little vibe too. Like,
What about the?
I think that
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think that it's kind of quiet, but it's not like New York.
Have you guys
Yeah,
ever?
because New York is more busy.
Have you ever
No.
traveled to
And,
New
like,
York?
Alaska. No,
I'm
never in my
traveling
life.
there this summer. I'm not saying.
But here it's pretty cool and
It's more like a
No.
suburban
summer
life,
is
right?
kind of hot.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
upstate,
I
like, that is kind of like just relax, and there's schools, but it's a small town,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
over here we're in the Bronx.
If you want you guys want to stop by here, you guys can.
Uh,
But if I was you, I want it because it's like a cold.
you know what I'm curious about? You guys have like there's times of the year where you only have like 4 hours of daylight or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you guys deal with that? Because it's like you could wake up, it's
I feel
nighttime,
like
you go to school, and then all of a sudden it's nighttime again. Like you don't even get out of school; it's already night.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's kind of weird though.
But there's a reverse side. There's days that are very very long, and they have short nights.
Wow.
I be like feeling like a vampire, you know?
You feel like a
Like,
vampire?
Just yeah, just seeing all dark, just don't see nothing.
Yeah, it's like
That's when I feel bad that night.
over here, our parents are used to saying, okay, when it gets dark, go inside. That's it. No more playing outside. And I guess for you guys, you
There's
have
no playing.
Yeah, no, they have to play in the dark because they only have 4 hours of sunlight. So they're gonna play basketball. It's gonna be like 2, 3 in the afternoon, but it's gonna be dark over there.
Does the night end fast?
I don't know. Ask them the question. Don't ask me. I don't
Does
know.
the night end fast?
Wait, what? Yeah,
Doesn't-
it goes by very fast. The sun goes down like that, like 30 minutes. The sun's out.
Yeah.
Sun's down.
That's wild.
I want to ask a
When
question.
you guys have to do like a time lapse on your phone and send it to me, that'll be nice. I do research, and I just like the northern lights and all that stuff. I would just like lay down and just watch that all night. That's kind of dope for me. I'm into photography and all that stuff. So for me, it's like that's weird. It looks kind of alienish, and it looks like you could touch the stars and all that. So I'll be curious to see that.
I got a question for them.
Go ahead.
So what do you guys like? What kind of activities you guys do in that clubhouse?
Wait, what was our question?
What activities?
Yeah, what activities you guys do in the clubhouse?
In the clubhouse, we play basketball.
Sometimes we play tag.
You play tag.
Sometimes we play pickleball, or like we go on a tech lab. We get free time sometimes, and sometimes we go to the park near the Boys and Girls Club in the summertime. Yeah. Sometimes we go in the studio, and we play sharks and minnows. And I also have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you guys have hills in New York?
Do we have what?
Mountains? Do you guys have mountains in New York?
Not New York City, obviously, but if you go upstate, we have like Bear Mountain. We have the what other? I just came from.
We have Pecker Mountains here too.
We have the Adirondacks and stuff like that. I used to ride my mountain bike there. So we do have mountains, and it is cold up there.
It really is.
And if you go to like Albany, which is still New York State, Albany or Buffalo, it's really, really cold up there. And it's closer to Canada. So it's the weather is totally different, but it's still part of New York State.
Wait, there's buffaloes there?
No. The actual name of the
Buffalo Wild
city
Wings.
is called Buffalo.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
assuming
Sorry, I didn't really understand.
I'm assuming there are buffaloes up there, and there's probably a couple of Buffalo Wild Wings too. But there probably
At
are
the
buffaloes
zoo.
over there. That's where my son went to college at, in Buffalo State.
Wow, that's cool.
So it was, and he used to always tell me that it used to snow there like 26 feet, and I was like 26 feet in New York City. It didn't even snow 18 inches, And he said, yeah, it snows over here like 26 feet a year. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of snow. So I could imagine you guys must have a lot of snow too.
I want to ask a question.
My little bro has a question too.
Go ahead.
How long have you been doing this?
The podcast?
Mhm.
I actually started in September. So we're a lot alike because we kind of started around the same time. And if you go online, we're probably the only two boys and girls clubs doing this. I've checked.
Wow.
Yeah, I've checked. You guys have probably 5 podcasts up, and we're
Four.
you have 4. I know you were working on one.
Yeah.
You're editing one, so you probably have 5 in the can, as we would say, and we have a little more than that. But we're the only ones. Like when I research it and I look for boys and girls clubs that are doing podcasts, we're the only ones doing it. So that's kind of cool,
That's
and
cool.
it's definitely nice that we're reaching out to each other because we can learn from each other. I mean, you guys have a different format of the way you do it. I do it slightly different, but at the end of the day, as a staff member, we just want to entertain you guys and get you guys to be open and talk and ask questions and stuff like that. So, we're one of the few. We're basically starting almost at the same time. So we started in September, and I think you guys started a little later, November.
Yeah.
So we're right there. This is new. This is new to us, and the same way it's new to you guys. So we're learning together.
Yep.
So it's kind of cool. Alexa had a question for you.
Yeah. My first question was that, how is it like in your schools?
How's the school system over there?
It's good. Like, yeah, what the school said, it's pretty good, yeah.
So you,
And sometimes it's kind of a bit like a drag and complicated.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
So-
people be throwing snow on my face all the time. And it does not feel good.
So do you guys, what's a typical day in your school? Like what time do you guys go in and stuff like that?
Go in like from recess.
No, what time
So,
you
like,
go?
from
You
the
go
morning.
in
But
in the morning, or what time you start school?
My school starts at 8 o'clock because I'm in middle school, but
our
I get there at like 7.
and our school starts at, since we're in elementary school, our school starts at 9:50.
9:50. That's the afternoon.
That's real lucky.
And what time do you end?
Mine starts at 8 a.m.
At 3.
Mine start at 8 sometimes.
At 8 sometimes. I work for the
Yeah,
school
because
system
we
here. I also work for the school system, which we call the Department of Education, and I start at 7 because I start getting. I work for middle school and high school, so I collect like their phones and stuff like that in the morning before they go upstairs. Because we don't
I
let
guess that's a really hard.
we don't let the kids go upstairs with electronics and stuff like that. Not in my school. So we have to
I got a
collect
question
it.
for you.
Go ahead.
That's a question for you.
That's okay.
How big is your Boys and Girls Club?
You can look it up online. We do have a beautiful Boys and Girls Club. I'm not gonna lie. In the Bronx, we're probably let me see. We actually have 4 floors. So we're up. We have 4 levels. So we have like the
We
4th
just saw
floor.
your video
Is the
too.
gym?
We have the 4th floor, which is the gym.
The
The
third
whole
floor
the
is
whole
the
floor is
mezzanine?
completely a gym.
It's where we are right now.
No, we're on the we're on the
second
3rd
floor.
floor. All right, let me not confuse them. I have to guide them through this. 4th floor is the gym.
Yeah.
The whole floor is a gym.
I have
Then we have the 3rd floor, which we call our junior floor, which we have a digital arts room, we have the podcasting room, and then we have a couple of classrooms.
Yeah, like our the computer.
We have a computer room, a classroom, and then we have like a lounge. That's our 3rd floor.
y'all are like rich or something.
No. And then we have a middle floor, which we call the mezz,
Mezzanine.
and that kind of have that has offices, a cafeteria
Studio.
for the staff, and then it has a music studio.
And we have photography there.
I'll send you. What I'll do is I'll go around and I'll send you guys a video of how it looks, and we have another music studio there, and then we have the 2nd floor, which we have 2 dance studios, and we have a lunchroom, and we kind of have like a lounge area there. Then we have the first floor, which is where our cadets are at. We have a cafeteria there, and we have an art room. We have a social rec area, and then we have like 2 classrooms in there. And then we have we call it the lobby, but that's the lower level, and that one has a couple of offices and the main entrance, and it also has social rec. So that one has the big pool tables and everything else. So this is the big clubhouse.
I have a
Breaking up.
question.
Uh-huh.
How do you guys like get along with each other at your boys?
Because we are a-holes to each other.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you guys. I'll let the kids answer because you guys. Let's be truthful about how you guys handle your relationships with other kids here. So let's start off with you. Let's just go around.
When it comes like to problems, like if kids are bringing it to a different level, like I'll bring it to a different level with them. So like I wouldn't let them like go like be above me, because then like I feel like I want to stand up for myself and not like be the lower person. So yeah, that's how I solve my problems.
What about you?
Well,
Nice.
it's basically like him, but today was just a little incident which I couldn't like do nothing. Yeah, so that's how I solve my problems.
What about you, Alexa?
Me, normally, if somebody passes to another level, I'll put it up to a bigger level. But usually, I'll like stop, breathe, and then tell the teacher if nothing happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, let's say that.
Because they go to my school.
We follow with the flow.
Yeah, like it's not like you did something.
Yeah,
I have a question for you.
it's not like you hit somebody with a lot.
Okay.
Do you guys have a pool in your Boys and Girls Club?
Not in this particular clubhouse,
We wish.
but we do have one. We do have one in our flagship clubhouse. We have a pool in that one.
What's a flagship clubhouse?
That's the one that was the main clubhouse. That's the first one that we ever had. We technically have at Kids Bay Boys and Girls Club. We have 9 clubhouses. We have 2.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Yeah, we have
I think I
2.
like bring one.
We're probably one of the biggest ones. We have 2 that are we call our flagship, which is the one in Randall Avenue, and then we have this one, which is we call it Cordea Clubhouse. Those are the 2 biggest, and then we have like some that we rent a place in a school, like we do like a little after school in the school, and then we have one more building that's kind of like in the middle. We rent the building, but it's not ours. Like the one that we are in now, we own this one.
I got a question for them.
Can you like? Okay. Bring it.
So, if you could predict the weather, how much will you think the weather? How do you think the weather is? And is it really hard to like do stuff in the type of weather and the type of like since the sun goes down really fast?
It's very hard. It was like
It's like 15 below.
yeah. Real dope. And like sometimes I get stuck in the snow last time, and it's really hard to.
Yeah, I was walking.
That's
in the snow,
crazy.
my ankles got frozen.
And I hate when you go and it's like hard on one spot of the snow, and you go step on the other side and you sink. I just hate that.
I did that a long time ago.
Another question for us,
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause the podcast just for 1 second. Give me a second. Okay, so it's me and Alexa right now.
Yeah.
They had to go downstairs for a second. So what were you asking?
Okay.
You were asking another question?
Like, let me see. What type of lunches do you have there?
We used to have horrible lunches, right? Like about 4 or 5 months ago, we used to have horrible lunches, but we complained enough, and now we got good lunch.
Yeah, we have like hot
That's
dogs,
cool.
Yeah,
chicken nuggets,
we get
rice and beans.
tacos.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, we get tacos. We get rice and
Yeah.
beans.
It's definitely
get-
better than 2017.
Yeah, we
stuff
get
like that.
them like chicken Alfredo. We get like pasta with cheese, and it's most of our lunches always. I think I would say 90% of the time is hot lunches. We always get hot lunches. In the summertime, it's a little different when we go on trips, but in the regular after school, we usually get hot lunches. So we do a lunch, lunch and a snack. So we guys.
Okay, and I also have another
Go ahead.
question for y'all. Sorry. We don't have lunch here, but we also have dinner and breakfast. That's technically lunch. Well, yeah.
Okay.
But we have like chicken. We have like spaghetti, white out chicken. You know, Salisbury steak.
Ooh, Salisbury steak is wonderful.
And we have sometimes we have buffalo.
Ooh, that's what we got to talk about now. You guys eat buffalo. How chewy is that? Is it
It is
good?
very
Is it good?
yeah, it's pretty good here. Like if you want to stop by and like get some of it, because
Yeah, it's like Alaska's right there. I could just drive over and just stop by for lunch for you guys.
Man, I just seen a moose the other day. It was heavy like a 7.
Oh my God! That's another thing. I was curious. I spoke to Joe about what's the different things that you guys eat over there. We've been going back and forth, and I was like, nah, we just eat chicken like regular stuff. There's no buffalo. There's no bison. We're not fishing for salmon. We're not doing none of that stuff. Like that's not what we do. But it's crazy how they do serve you that in your clubhouse. And do they do the same thing in school? Do they provide you guys with like deer, buffalo, and all that stuff? Is that
No, the food is cool. I take my own lunch.
you take your own lunch?
Our school lunch is not good. Yeah, what she said. Also,
True.
I got a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Do you know Denzel?
Denzel Washington?
Yeah. The
Um,
host of Pizza.
no, he's not. He's not actually part of.
Denzel.
He's not part of this clubhouse. He was a member in one in Yonkers. I mean, Yonkers and the Bronx are pretty close, but he wasn't a member in this clubhouse. We're famous for two of our alumni, which I know you definitely know. Carrie Washington. You know Carrie Washington? She was Olivia Pope in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the most famous of them all is J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
So she was an alumni here. That this is where she got her dancing career started, and doing shows and all that stuff. She doesn't come around as often as she used to, but every once in a while, she'll drop by. And then our other famous people that are here or that come a lot are a lot of members from like the baseball teams. Like we're not too far from Yankee Stadium. And they're a big part of our digital arts department, the Major League Baseball. So, every once in a while we'll get famous baseball players that come. So that's pretty cool.
That's dope.
Yeah. So, what about you guys? Do you guys have a famous alumni?
Not really.
Not really.
Oh, you have Joe. You have Joe, our manager.
Yeah,
he's the best.
He made a TV show with Molly of the Knowledge.
Yeah, like he gets all that moolah and like he sometimes steals. And so when I get rich, I give all the money to him.
Don't lie.
Then he carries our club.
Wow.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, he made our club pretty.
Really?
He did.
And our food is
Cool.
mad because almost every Friday, sometimes we get some pizza. Yeah, like that pizza is good. Like
Yeah,
we get fly.
And we get donuts.
You have pizza today in school?
Yeah, donuts.
We get donuts every Thursday.
Oh, y'all guys are good. I mean, we have like pizza parties here, which is kind of cool. Like usually, like for people that let's say they do my podcast and they come a lot, or I do a trip for them, I always have a little pizza party or ice cream party or something like that. In the summertime, it's a little easier. We do like little ice cream parties or stuff. But most of the time, we have pizza parties. Right now, I kind of owe these guys a party, but I've been delaying it for a little bit. I told them when we reached over 2,000 listeners that I was gonna do a party for them, and we way over that now. But I haven't had a chance to set up the party, but I'll do it eventually.
Sorry for interrupting you, but one of my friends got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I was asking, did you guys have to take the NYOL survey?
Yeah, every clubhouse has to do it. I mean, we just finished about. I mean, for the last week and the week before, we were doing them.
Yeah,
I
remember
guess we
myself
we
doing
do it
it.
from nine and up. I think 9 to 14 or 9 to 18 or something like that. So yeah, that's a survey that we all do.
Yeah,
I
all
think
of
every
us.
every boys and girls club has to go through that. They just want to make
Have a
sure
smile
that
test.
they want to make sure that the programs that they provide and that you guys are in a safe place and you feel comfortable talking to staff and do you have enough people that support you and stuff like that. So it's a hassle for you guys because it seems like a lot of questions, but I seen them do the analytics and the graphs and how they actually pick the programs that help you, and it's really important part of it. So we always ask our members to be as honest as possible. If they don't,
Okay.
if they come in here and they only like two staff members, then just say I only like two staff members, or two staff members only care about me. So if it's something like that, we try to, we want them to be honest because we want to, do better. And I think Joe would agree on me at this. We're here, we're staff members and we work, but we also want to make sure that we provide a service for the teens and for the juniors and stuff like that.
I have a question for
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to ask, how is the weather there?
Like today or just regular?
Like regular sometimes.
Do you
Sometimes,
guys have
like-
seasons like we do?
What
what?
type of season?
Yes.
Okay, so like for us, let's say January to about March, or January to about March is still winter.
Yeah.
From March to there's March 20 something to about June, it's spring. From June to, let's say, ending of August is summer, and then we have fall, which is anytime after September to let's say December or November.
We're like April to October.
April to October is what?
Wow.
Summer.
Is summer?
And because the snow
That is so cool.
starts melting at March.
Okay, so right now you're going through your little melting, and your trees are starting to grow and all that stuff. You're at the beginning stages. So that goes from March until when? That goes from March into what? To about April?
And our summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it goes April to October. It's really short.
So it's a long season.
Uh-huh.
So you only have 2 seasons?
The sun days, Yeah. We only have
Well,
one
we have
season.
fall and autumn too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fall and autumn.
So you have 4 seasons. They just definitely set up differently than us here. We cry when it's 6 inches of snow. That's like a blink in the eye for you guys.
Yeah.
Like New York City could get shut down with 6 inches of snow.
Can we please ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right. Take it away.
Do you guys do you guys do like something so like to make you guys do the survey?
I'm sorry?
The members, the staff.
You like do stuff too. She's asking if you guys do like a scale because we're doing a scale on our survey and we get the time Mr. Joe next week.
Oh, I saw that. I went on your site and I saw that. No, we do not do that. I thought it was pretty cool. We do it in school. We do a pie in the face. That's what we call it.
Yeah, we might actually shave Joe bald.
Yeah.
So, you may shave him?
Read
Oh, you gotta record that.
Yeah.
If we reach it.
You gotta record that because I'm pretty sure he likes his hairstyle and he's not gonna like to be bald. No, we don't have a scale. What we'll probably do is we've done it already. Like when we finished about 150 surveys or so, we gave them a pizza party. Now in our clubhouse is different. Like membership, how does it work over there? How many people go to a clubhouse? Let's say in a day. What's the average?
We have 100. We have 100 done so far.
You have 100 done. We're probably at about 180, so we're pretty close. But how many members do you have on a daily basis there?
80 at least.
About 80.
Yeah.
All right. We're a little different. We probably have, I think, 80 juniors, and then we probably have 130 to
Every day?
yeah, we probably have 130 to 150 cadets, and then we
80 dealing.
and yeah, so about 80
What did you
juniors,
say?
about 150 cadets, about 80 juniors, so that's about 210, and then we have a teen staff that comes in later in the evening, and then we have a teen program. So that's probably another 60 or so. So we probably serve about 300 kids a day here in this particular
We like
clubhouse.
serve at least 120
Okay, so you have a nice
during
number.
summer.
You have a nice number, and then we have a summer program. We have like a program that we do in the summertime.
And they have a lot of
We
trips.
go on field trips.
Yeah, the summertime is the best because
Like
we go on nice trips in the summer.
And at the end, we always go to Camel.
We also go hiking too
Oh, that'll be dope.
in the summer.
Do you do like mountain biking over there?
Yeah. This summer we used to go around our neighborhood, or then we would take the bikes and we would go like on a trip. Then we would go. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, like biking.
We have like a campsite that we I don't know if we own or we lease or we rent, but we have a campsite that has like cabins, and we have like a lake and a pool and a mess hall and all that stuff. It was being repaired because I guess with the storms here and the weather, so we didn't get to go to it for the last couple of years, but I think they're opening it up this year. It's called Camp Sebago. And it's really, really nice. We we could go hiking over there. We could go rowboat. We could do a lot of activities over there. A lot of like hands-on activities and stuff like that.
Okay. So I have a question. Wait, do y'all also go kayaking?
No, we don't do no kayaking here. I guess
Do you guys like ride?
do we
Do you
what?
guys like ride skateboards
Well,
or like anything on a vehicle?
we have a ice skating rink, and we have a roller rink.
What? That's cool. Do you guys keep it cold in the building? Where is it? Even in the building?
Well, the ice skating rink is outside, but it's kind of covered a little bit, so you could ice skate, and it's not like it's really really cold. I mean, you could probably just do it with a sweater, and that's in the wintertime is the ice skating rink, and then in the summertime that becomes a roller skating rink.
We also have an ice cream too. It's by our park. They ice like the ice the like walkway that's like on there. It's like a road, so they like ice it. Then it makes like a cool skating rink. Yeah, like a circle around the whole park.
Okay, that's kind of nice. And then do you guys have like ice skating equipment, and you'll go out there and do it? That's pretty cool. We have it in our other clubhouse. So what we do is that we make trips back and forth so that we could use the ice skating rink, we could use the pool. We have like a dome, so we could like play sports when it's cold. We could still play sports indoors and stuff. It's like
we can't see, because our dome is outside, and it's so cool. Like it's cold, and there's like a lake. We have 2 domes.
That's I think it's a beautiful
get
thing.
ice cream in the winter.
The dome is really really pretty.
And it's so silky and goody. Yeah.
I
All right, so guys got any questions for us?
Alexa, you have anything else that you want to ask?
Yeah. How do you guys at what time normally you guys sleep?
Sleep? Normally, if it's the weekends, I go to bed at like 11. But like when we go to school, we go to bed like at 8 or 9.
I go to bed at like 9:30 or 10. I go to bed at 9, but yeah, 9 o'clock.
What time do you guys go to bed?
For me, it's definitely later because I'm an adult.
So you need a lot of sleep.
Yeah. Plus, I wake up very early. I'm already. My first job starts at 7, so by 5:30, I'm already out the house. Alexa, what time you normally wake up?
Me, I would normally wake up at 7:30 because I do everything fast. Or I might wake up at 7 when like I have to take a shower and like get ready to. So yeah. But normally I like go to school like at 8 something or like at 7:50 somewhere through there.
Oh, that's cool. Um,
Do you guys like watching
Wait, I was-
Netflix?
Disney Plus too.
yeah, I watch like Disney Plus. I
Disney
watch
Plus
like
is awesome.
Yes. Awesome.
I know.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love it. Like they have literally all the movies that like everybody likes, like Marvel.
Do you like
Raven Song.
Little Yoga? I mean Little Yoda?
Yeah, our little brothers do that.
I love that one. The Baby Yoda's the best.
Yes.
I know.
I love them. They got little stuffed animals. I'm gonna get one and put it in my my podcast room. Right now I have one of my daughter's teddy bears here. He's called Fluffy.
Yeah, like on Netflix, if you guys watch like Shield or like Naruto or like a Karate Kid or something.
Well, I watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix. I was just watching a documentary the other day.
Do you have any more questions for us? Because I'm out.
You all out of questions? No, I mean it's nice to talk to you guys. It's nice to have someone that's doing the same thing that we're doing. I mean, the kids were pretty shocked when I told them that I reached out to you guys in Alaska and you guys were doing the same thing, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's crazy," and stuff like that. So they were really excited.
I want to ask one
Yeah, ask questions.
question.
Let's
One more
ask another
question,
one.
okay? It's like
Yep.
what type of how do I say this? Like is it like are the clubhouse like
What's the layout?
yeah.
How the clubhouse? She wants to like how I told you the different floors that we have. So she wants kind of like guide her through your clubhouse. How does your clubhouse
like an
look?
intro.
So she could kind of
Oh,
imagine how it looks.
As soon as you enter the doors, there's a hockey table and two pool tables, and there's a table on the right, and there's couches, and then once you turn around, there's like their office, and then when you hit like a curve, there's the computer lab. Then there's the gym, and there's a teen room, and there's like our studio. Then our studio is on the other side, but then this is our podcast.
This is that's your podcast / photography room, right?
And yeah.
All
And
right.
when you walk down the hallway by the gym, there is a store. There's like a storage room / photography room.
Okay. We have the guys are back. We have
And we have
if you go on YouTube, we have a YouTube that's up that's called the best summer of my life. It's kind of like a music video that we did for last year. And
we
it
heard
kind
that stuff. That stuff sounds good.
you heard that one?
Yeah,
That's the song that's a song that the kids did. And we have fun. We shot that. We
They're
shot
really
that.
good at singing.
And the one happy.
They're
Which
really
one?
good at
Happy
singing.
from the other kids.
Oh yeah, from the other one.
Yeah.
Cause we're happy. The one that you saw, you can let it closer like that. The one that you saw, the best summer of our life. That's the one that we shot last summer, and that has a couple of different spots. Like you could see the gym there. You could see the mez, and you could see different parts of our clubhouse. Yeah, you can see how it kind of looks. Yeah, we did that one in a couple of days, like in 2 or 3 days.
And the Valentine's party.
Oh yeah, we
See it
just did a Valentine's Day party, and that's also up on YouTube, and you can see like we did a dance off, and you can see our gym a little better because it's kind of we did most of the party in the gym.
I want to say something. We have. I just noticed that if through like parties and stuff like that, and like dance parties, there was this teacher named Andrew. He was dancing all over the floor. Like you could discover like teachers like things that they like. What if like they like dancing and stuff like that?
Yeah, we found out that one of one of our how you call it, one of our staffs here. He's an awesome dancer, and at the end of the Valentine's Day dance, he has a solo. So even if you have to fast forward, get to that part because it's really really fun.
Okay, but
Guys,
I'm good at that.
you guys
too.
have any?
Let's
You have
go
any
do like
questions?
this.
Since you decided to come back.
Yeah, I
let
got
me
one.
hold on. Let me put these guys back up.
Yeah. So what did you guys talk about so far?
No,
So-
we're not gonna go through that. You missed it. That's it. We're not gonna repeat what we talked about.
No,
You got to
no.
listen to the podcast now.
Okay. So,
You have any more questions?
not really.
yeah,
But
Go ahead. Ask away. I don't.
What does it
if
feel like?
this is what I do when it's kind of silent because we're on podcast. If it's silent, I always play this little thing here. I play the crickets. That's just a reminder to tell people that you can't be silent. We're on a podcast.
This is our cricket.
We can't be silent. So you do the chirping yourself, and
This
then
is what we do.
What
We
you-
be doing this. I also got a question for y'all. What does it feel like being a member in that club?
oh,
your guys will take that away.
I feel good because I feel like welcome in this clubhouse, and like there's really a lot of stuff new to try out, like art, like anything you really think of is like there for you.
What about you?
Being in Kids Bay, I feel more safe than being in my school, and there's like more activities, and like it's fun.
He just violated school.
What about you, Alexa? How do you feel here?
I feel safer than when I'm outside because you have teachers, and not only teachers, like parents, people that are like our parents and have experiences to like help you, and like they help you when you need something, and like they keep you safe all together.
Yeah, like I'll
Yeah.
continue what she said.
Yeah,
So like like parents, like some parents experience stuff on their childhood, so like I feel like that they try to tell you stuff so like you won't make the same exact mistake as they made when they were a child.
And then sometimes it's just like like some come back from some have a big family. They have like 4 or 5 siblings, and their mothers have to work or their dads have to work.
Jaden.
So
I have
Elijah.
9 siblings.
so in a case like that, they what are you gonna do after school? So they put them in a program like ours, just to keep them busy, keep them out the streets, and they could also learn and pick up good habits.
And like
I
learn
have a question.
new stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys do TikTok?
Yes,
Of
TikTok.
course.
I have TikTok. I have a lot of followers.
I don't have TikTok.
Well,
Renegade.
I have
your
450 followers on TikTok.
And 12.5K.
Dang.
I have 800 on one of my accounts.
Ooh.
I've got like 5.
You have like what?
I have 0.
I have
This is
none
not
too.
about to be a roast battle. So
Like I have 100 followers and 800 likes. Something like that.
One teacher from this camp has TikTok, but he never gives it to the kids.
Yeah, you
Like
should.
really, never.
I have 0.
I don't have anything.
I
I have Facebook and stuff like that,
Facebook,
but that's about it.
parents
No,
stuff.
I have Snapchat because I have 2 younger daughters. They're 7 and one of them's
Your
gonna be
daughters
3.
have Snap?
No, I only record like the filters and
Oh.
take pictures with them, but I never post anything.
I have Snap too.
I have Snap. I
have
talk to my
Snap.
friends. I post pictures and
All right, that's
She's
you're,
crazy with
you're
this.
speaking to me in a different language.
I got a question for you guys. Do you guys like celebrate like holidays like Valentine's Day, Christmas?
Yeah, they're not another planet. They're just another
No,
state.
I mean like in
Yeah,
Kids Bay,
great.
like in their after school.
Oh, in your after school, do you celebrate holidays like Easter and Christmas and Valentine's Day?
Easter, we at the Boys and Girls Club we do, but me and my brother's house right here, we don't do it.
You
Yeah,
don't-
Easter.
Okay, you don't
And
celebrate
at
Easter.
school, we usually don't do it. We usually just give candy to everybody.
Yeah, they don't really do like a lot of places don't do religious holidays and stuff like that. Like for Easter is a religious holiday, but they just think about a bunny rabbit and giving candy. For Christmas, some people don't celebrate Christmas, so they might celebrate a different holiday. They might be Jewish or something like that. So they celebrate, the celebration of the holiday, but not the whole religious part of it. I think that goes around. I think that goes to all boys and girls clubs. We try to make sure that every aspect of someone's religious and being and stuff like that is basically at the same level.
Try to do the best that you can.
Yeah, we try.
And like I feel like you guys, when you guys try, like you guys make us all happy because we come out this clubhouse with a smile at least.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a pat on your back when you walk out of here.
Okay.
Let me see if I got cheers. I got cheers. Hold on, cheers. I need to use my sound effects. That's my cheers.
How do you guys do your cheers?
They have their own sound effects. They make their own sound effects.
Yeah, we went through that.
They clap on their own. They do their own crickets.
Pull out the phone.
See, you got to join in on there. And theirs is a team effort. Mine's I just press a button and I fake it. They actually do it. They actually do the sound.
That came from the Olympics.
They actually do that.
Ours does this too.
I didn't get that. No, this
Sound like I said Kids Bop.
My
just had
daughters
to
love
do it.
Kids Bop. That's cool. How long we been on the phone? Oh, we got like a 50-minute podcast. Isn't that
Wow,
crazy?
that's good. That's wonderful.
TikTok famous.
Yeah,
be like,
this video's gonna be really long, like
Yeah.
an hour at least,
Well, we started at 4:00 on the dot, so it's 4:50. So,
And it's
I
also
think-
been talking too long.
I think the longest podcast I did so far this year was
An
an hour and 18 minutes.
wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like we go for long.
Yeah, we do. When I first started, I think that the first week I started, I did maybe in a week like 25 podcasts. Like I was just dragging anybody in here. I'll be like,
that means like
Yeah.
3 a day.
I was like, now maybe about 3 or 4 a day. I'll drag any 3 kids in here. I'll be like, come in here, come on, let's talk.
Sometimes you have to bribe them.
I was just getting them in here, like, yeah, I'll buy you pizza, I'll get you water, anything to get them in the room. Because I figured that once I got them here, they would enjoy themselves once they got to see, what we were doing and how it was about. Because sometimes people don't like to talk. I love to talk.
I don't like to talk.
I love to talk. There's no cameras.
Neither do
here,
I.
nothing.
Like I'll talk, but like I really like get off stuff that's on my mind. Like that's bad.
I like to make a lot of jokes.
If it would take
And like that's what like
If
for a
you-
podcast is for. It's like to really get stuff off your mind that you don't
That's
feel
it.
should keep.
That's what it's about. And since I'm kind of the older person here, I lived a little life. I give them
Experience.
thank you, Miss Alexa. I give them the parent point of view because I'm a parent. I give them the senior staff member point of view. I give them a little advice when I can. I give them choices, so it kind of works well because they freely talk about whatever they want. And 6-year-olds talk about school and video gaming and books and having to do chores. These kids talk a little bit more about topics and feelings because they're juniors. And then the teens talk about dating and why their mother doesn't let them stay out late and why their parents are always on them and getting ready for SATs and stuff like that.
That's quite funny.
So
I mean
Well,
like
we're gonna be teens soon.
when I think our parents are like really on top of us like with school and stuff.
what hold, let me see what she's saying. Could someone tell me what she's saying there?
What is the password?
Oh.
Two.
No, just I'll give them. It's she's not gonna be able to
Kids
read
Bay
it.
Lab.
Yeah, they asked me for the
Kids
password.
Bay Digital Arts. So like if y'all guys want to come, that's the
Yeah,
password.
let me just give her the password real quick. I'm sorry, y'all can talk on the other side. It's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
but like I got a question for you guys.
What's up?
What's up? So when you guys are like at your clubhouse, do you guys wait? Does it snow a lot over there?
Check it. Open.
Yeah, it feels like 24/7.
So do you guys like does the snow like ever come to your inside your clubhouse?
What did you act like they don't have
Sometimes
windows
if
and
you
stuff
open
like
the
that?
door.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do
If
you
it's like a blizzard, yes.
have you ever
That's-
got have you
that's
guys ever got snowed in your clubhouse? Like there was so much snow that they were like, look, guys, it's safer for you to stay here, and we'll do a little sleepover in the gym. Have you guys ever had like a
Well,
you
we
know?
don't need stadiums, no. All we got is heaters. It's not that. We don't do sleepovers at our Boys and Girls Club that
Yeah,
much.
we don't do it either. But I'm just
But
saying,
we
if
might.
there was a blizzard, would it be okay for you guys just to stay there because y'all can't travel back
I'm like
home?
they had to set up for that.
That's true too. I'm just thinking.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
If
alright, yeah.
Atlanta, if it's a cold, it's gonna. If it's a blizzard, it's gonna be a lot.
It's Alaska, not Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Atlanta.
Our mom-
I'm sorry.
I want to say another thing. You guys know Renegade?
Yeah.
Oh.
Renegade.
Renegade.
Hey.
you guys do it?
Renegade. 5. Hey.
Yeah.
Five.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Right.
Renegade.
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 Oh, you guys are into this.
Go
Renegade.
hot, go school, go woof, go hot, stop, boom, 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 boom.
I wish I could take video, but I was, since we on the phone,
And a oop.
we can't take
And
video.
now,
Renegade.
You got to take a video and send it to me.
yeah,
know how
you
to
can
do
do renegade
relationship?
too.
Okay.
Y'all know how to do relationship?
Y'all know how to do the dance.
Relationship?
Yes. Yes,
Let's
sir.
Okay. Well,
Do you guys know how to do the
Yes.
the Old Town Road?
Yeah.
no.
What about the other one? What's the name of the it's not the stinky leg, it's the one that he says
Baby?
take a sip or something. That is it's
Whipping Nene.
no, that's about 2 years ago.
That song is mad,
The
baby.
dab.
No, we know how to do the dab. Come on, we from the Bronx, baby. We created the dab.
We dab on everybody.
We dab everything.
Okay, boomer.
What about what's the name of that one that I'm trying to talk about? That the guy said it's like a country song, and he's talking about he takes a sip and he does like some type of dance. It's something. It's Blanco Brown, I think is the guy.
I'm like, we don't know.
But you know the name of the song? What's the name of the song?
I forgot it. We used it on the day that my favorite country singer came.
Yeah, I don't know the name. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Blanco Brown. He's
Blacko.
No.
I'm like,
he's a country
that probably like
country artist, but he has one of those songs that has a real famous dance. Maybe you could look him up on YouTube.
probably that TikTok is dead.
But they're doing that also here. All right, I think we covered a lot of things. We got about an hour into it, and we don't even have a script.
Wow.
So I think this is definitely gonna be your longest podcast
Head
ever.
down, grow down,
Yeah.
living like a
I'm
rock
like,
star.
the only thing you guys need to do is believe and think of topics, and then
Yes.
that's how you succeed.
Yes.
That's it. How you guys come up with your topics?
Thinking.
Well, no. Sometimes they
Google.
might have a little circle, and people just say, "Oh, let's talk about this next week." I don't know how they come up with the topics. It's a valid question.
I mean, like, probably like in school they do something that just.
Could you
bring
guys answer that question? How do you guys come up with a topic for your podcast?
We think really, really, really hard.
And we be like, hey, how's your day been? Like this, that, I've been doing that. Like, what did you have today?
lunch.
Yeah, we be communicating like, come on.
So you guys do it as a group.
It'll be fun.
Also at school.
Yeah.
You do it as a group. I like to come in here and have absolutely no topic.
Yup, he doesn't say nothing. He just wants us to think about it, and we think about it, and that's it. He goes on with it.
I come in here every single day to do a podcast with no topic.
And if there's no topic,
with
there's no podcast.
With no topic.
Guys just talk.
just- Just basically cold.
We're our podcast right now. We're not doing a topic either. We're just talking.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
We're getting lit up.
I think it's fun. I mean, it's nice. Like you guys have real, like real deep, podcasts. Like yesterday, I was listening to the one about mental health. That's a serious podcast. It's not, you don't joke around about that. I like to be a little more free. Sometimes we do talk about bullying. We talk about, global warming. We might talk about, Black History Month.
The environment, like around, because like last time we was talking about the coronavirus and stuff.
Yeah, we talk about coronavirus. We'll talk about, 9/11. We'll talk about, breast
Africa,
cancer. We'll talk
right?
about some serious topics, but I don't come in here with the intention of today we're talking about this. It just happens, just freely. Like when Kobe passed away with his daughter, obviously when they walk in here, they're like, oh my God, Kobe passed away. So we'll have a conversation about that.
Australia.
And the fires in Australia.
Yeah.
But we
The
won't.
blizzards in
We definitely won't. We
the
won't have
earthquakes in Puerto Rico.
I think the only ones that I try to that I could say I know we're gonna have a topic is when I bring in some Spanish speaking kids. Do any of you guys speak Spanish?
Yeah, amigo.
¿Cómo estás usted? So I know that those I have to kind of like bring in Spanish speaking members. So it's not that I'm picking a topic, but I know we're all gonna speak Spanish. So for that, I just bring them in because I wanted to get like different countries to listen to us, and sometimes they we're not gonna reach out to someone in Santo Domingo or Puerto Rico if they can't speak Spanish. So I wanted to cover that area, so I got like 3 members that only spoke Spanish, and we called it a SAP like you would do on television, that you would switch it. So those I kind of like picked the kids that I wanted to be in the podcast. Everything else we just do. Hey, you want to do a podcast? Let's go. And I started off quick. As soon as you sit down, I don't even let you think. You know what you're talking about? You know what you're talking about? You know what you're talking about? Boom! I press record and let's go. And I try not. I try not to edit a lot either. Come on, stop that. I try not to edit a lot. So I just want to.
It takes a long time.
Well, it takes a long time.
Even with
Plus,
YouTube.
I just want it to be as natural as possible.
Yeah, don't make it like seem like that you're not like the topic wasn't good. Like I just feel like
Like.
And there's a lot of podcasts that I throw out. Like there's probably, I can't put everyone up. So let's say if I do 10 in a week, I probably put 4 up. So six probably get thrown out.
Is it depending on the
And it all depends, if it's something that they just like, what's your favorite color? I'm not doing that. That's not a topic for me. Like I always tell them it has to be interesting to more than 100 people. Think of your topic.
100 people.
And now that we're like really big.
Yeah, I just I want them to think, someone might care if you're talking about being a twin or being a single child. That might be interested to someone. Someone might be interested in that.
Hey, not to interrupt, but the 2 ones talking right here, we're twins. Yep, we're twins.
What happened?
They're twins.
Send them a picture.
Oh, you're twins?
Yeah, we're twins.
Okay, I'm I'm interested in twins. You identical or identical twins? Do you guys like finish each other's sentence?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have 2 twins
You
here.
think of the exact same thing?
Johnsons. No,
Well, we have how many sets of twins?
we have 2.
We have the Johnsons and we have
the
the
other ones.
the 2
Spanish
little ones,
ones.
the Spanish ones. They call themselves
But
what-
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you guys know the coronavirus TikTok?
Do we
It's
know?
Corona time.
Do we know? I don't know.
Drop the TikTok.
I don't know that one. You stumped me. I'm not on the TikTok wave, as they would say it.
At least watch one.
I don't know. Why?
If you watch one, you're gonna watch them all. That's
I
all I'm
don't
saying.
think so. I don't have time for that.
Huh.
Like I gotta be a parent. Like I got 2 jobs. I gotta go home. I got 2 young
Elijah's on TikTok
kids, and I got a
He's
wife.
on TikTok.
I don't have time for that.
Renegade.
No, don't start with me. You want to put Renegade? No, because then they'll ban our podcast because we're not supposed to have like the
music
the music
copyright.
without the
Copyright.
permission, copyrighted laws.
They do
can't
that
do
for
that.
they do that
Yeah,
for
they
podcasts?
shut one of my podcasts down because I played.
Old Town Road.
No, I played 32 seconds of a Prince song. I think it was When Doves Cry. And I was showing the kids how, Prince used to play like his own instruments. And I think I put the song on YouTube and they banned my podcast.
They be tripping.
So so there's one of my
How
podcasts.
do they
that
find it?
it's automatic. As soon as you put it on the internet, it's just like embedded in the thing. It's really amazing how they do it.
Yeah,
But they
YouTube's
banned
I know, right?
they banned me.
That's
So
basically a
they sent me a note back that I could take that part of the song out. Like I just have to clip it off and then they'll put my podcast back up. So
Yo, YouTube.
I'll probably do that next week.
I mean, like an
Can
extra
you do
podcast
the
won't
whoa?
hurt.
I'm sorry? What was that?
Can you do the whoa?
The whoa?
Yep.
Yeah, they
Whoa, baby.
they're doing it now. I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard to stump these kids with the dances because most of them are created, somewhere over here in New York or in the Bronx and stuff like that. So they're pretty hip to all that stuff. So it's gonna be kind of hard. Like, they're doing it now. I don't know what they're doing. They look like they're doing
Renegade.
something.
Go.
So it's hard to stump them on the dances. They know that.
There's never stopping.
Cash.
They know the
Like I
chicken
hate
noodle
that
soup. They know all that
Lottery.
stuff.
Do you guys know the oregano renegade?
I don't know.
Yes.
Wait,
Cash.
Renegade.
cash on me. I got hit the lottery.
Ooh.
That's clean.
Uh,
DJ
Oh.
Kali.
DJ Khaled,
Yup.
your guys are drip. Is that what you're supposed to say?
Yeah, you got
Dripped out.
All right.
Yeah, they dripped out.
We got a new.
You're.
We got a.
And you.
Y'all got to go to another class, right?
We got a member.
I'm down to go.
Stop talking. What happened?
We have a new member in our podcast because one of our juniors had to leave.
Okay, so who is
Let
it?
us introduce her.
Please.
My name's Zanea.
Zanea?
My cousin's
Yeah.
name is
Zanea. Welcome to the podcast, Zanea. We're clapping it up for you. Come on, I drop a bomb for you too, look.
Boom.
Drop the bomb for you. Oh, Alexa has to go. Alexa, you want to say goodbye?
I want to say goodbye. I love you all, and I hope you have the best day ever.
Oh, Alexa was nice today.
Thank you.
No.
Welcome.
Love you too.
All right, so Alexa's out of here, so it's only us guys.
Bye
Let
bye.
me shut Alexa down. Thank you, Alexa, for
Have a good
participating.
year.
I'll let you know when it's up, okay?
You too. Thank you for talking to us. And it was
No, we're staying
really
here.
good
I don't
time.
know. You guys want to
I
talk, or you guys have to go? Do you guys have to go?
We
yet?
need to keep talking if you want.
No, we
Can I ask you guys back real quick? I'm joking.
we just invited a new member, and then you shut us down. Does she have any questions? The new person that just that sat down.
Got any questions? Any questions in there? She's kind of shy,
All right, I'm gonna give it a cricket.
You know Michael Jordan?
Tweet.
Do I know Michael Jordan? What was her question?
Imagine that wasn't her question.
Sorry.
No, well, I didn't hear her question.
She's shy, but she wants to know what baseball players you've met.
Through the clubhouse, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I've met Alex Rodriguez. I've met
Kobe.
Well, she said baseball players first.
Oh, okay.
So Alex
Well, you
Rodriguez.
You guys met Kobe?
I met Kobe. I shoot video.
Really?
I shoot video and film. So I shot a ESPN special for Kobe when he came to Harlem.
You're so lucky. You are so lucky.
Who else I met? I met Grandison. He plays on, I think, for the Mets now, or used to play for the Mets and the Yankees. And then CC Sabathia does like a workshop with the kids every summer.
He came for Rondo.
And he comes and he usually one of the ones that participates. And I think there was another one. That did last year. I truly just forgot his name. Grandison. Did I say Grandison? I think it's, yeah. So it's mostly Yankees. There's not too many Mets. Plus, we don't like the Mets. We're a Bronx clubhouse. We like the Yankees. Yankees all the way.
Yankees.
We're Yankee fans. What about you guys? Do you guys have any special guests that go over there?
Joe, every day.
Who, Joe?
He's the best.
Joe's the best. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the best.
We're gonna make a statue.
I
We're gonna make a statue of Joe and put it in front of your clubhouse, like they did.
He made a TV show.
Like they did in Chicago for Michael Jordan. We're gonna put a statue of him with a microphone and a camera, and he's gonna be right there in the front.
We had Elizabeth Leons that came.
Oh yeah, we had a country star that came not too long ago to do like a little a concert, and I did a podcast with her. Her name was Leon. What's her name? Elizabeth Lyons. Elizabeth Lyons is her name.
She sang Epiphany song.
Yeah, she sings a song named Epiphany. She's the up and rising country star. So she came by, and then we grabbed and did a podcast also with her. That's it. I mean, every once in a while we get some famous people. Sometimes they don't tell us. Like we had Was it last year or the year before? We had the WWE come.
We had and then we had it. We had two.
We had it
times.
2 times, right?
We had Apollo Crews that came. Bailey. We had Rey Mysterio. No, not Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he was here.
No, it was Kalisto.
Kalisto, yeah, because that wasn't Rey Mysterio. But we had like the WWE send some of their superstars because we were talking about
anti-bullying.
Yeah, anti-bullying and stuff like
A
that.
lot of that stuff, cyberbullying too.
Yeah. So we had we did a
Yeah, the backstage people.
Yeah, we did that. I think that's about it for us.
Yeah.
We're really doing good.
Yeah, I mean every year that somebody likes to give
excuse
back
me?
to the community, which is nice.
We got sponsored by Sprite.
The new member that just came in, she has a question for you.
Okay. Is she asking you and then you asking me?
Have you met Kobe's daughter, Gigi?
No. When I met Kobe Bryant, these kids didn't meet him. When I met him, he was probably I don't think she was born, but she definitely was not there. It was only him, his agent, and a couple of other basketball players that used to play for the Lakers.
Cool.
You met LeBron?
Remember that one,
one time.
James?
Who? What's the famous person that you guys have met?
None.
None? It's
Pretty
not.
much none.
How about Mickey Mouse?
Wait, what?
He said, how about Mickey Mouse? You met Mickey Mouse? I don't know. Are there any famous people in Alaska?
Have you been to Disney?
No. Disney, no.
Disney World?
What's the place that you guys
No.
traveled to? Have any of you guys traveled?
I've been to Europe 2 summers ago.
Oh, where you went to in Europe?
I went to London and I went to Hungary.
Okay, London. That's nice.
In Italy.
And Italy's nice. Anybody else that has traveled abroad?
Me and my brother, we went to Texas, Florida, Georgia, Colorado. And we're about to go to California too.
Cool. Anybody
I
else?
went to Georgia this summer.
What about you guys over here? You guys never been?
Never.
I've been to Florida.
All right, he's been to Florida. I've been to the furthest place I've been to was Japan. Went there a couple of times. I think 4 or 5 times. Been to Europe 1 time, and then a lot of the Caribbean, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo, stuff like that.
Do they do surveys too over there?
Yeah, they did ask that question. When you guys were gone, we talked about the surveys. Everybody does surveys because it's something that comes from headquarters from BGCA. So we all do surveys. But thank you for bringing it up again.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that we're gonna have to switch some classes and stuff like that. It was definitely a great experience talking to you guys.
And a wonderful time.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Thank you guys.
I'm gonna send you guys.
See you later.
Not yet, but I got to do my outro. I just want to say my thank you first. Thank you for being part of the podcast, and I know that Joe is probably just as excited as I am to start something new and see it grow, and for you guys to be a part of it. Because eventually, for me, eventually I'm not going to be the host anymore. I'm just going to be behind the scenes, and someone else is going to be hosting.
Yeah, like us.
But for now, I enjoy hosting. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy hosting. So as they get better, eventually this is gonna become just their podcast, and I'm gonna be excluded and be behind the scenes. So for now, I'm gonna talk as much as I can. So everybody say goodbyes.
Bye.
All right, and I'm gonna play my outro.
Bye.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check.
And we out.
See you next time.
And we're out of here. Thank you, Alaska.